Hello and welcome back to Blood Omen, Legacy of Kain. And holy shit, I just came off the back of Evo watching the Guilty Gear Exiled Revelator. And holy shit, the hype is unreal. I just finished watching the Umito versus Marage, I think it was. Marabe fight. And oh my god. Omito convinced me and Kupo throughout the entire thing. Just watching him play was amazing. He had such a good Johnny. But I personally had missed watching Marabe play, and when it eventually came down to it, his sin was just far too much for Johnny. Although Omito still played one hell of a game, he almost pulled it back, and that was going down 2 losses. That was pretty much at match point at that point, and he still won a few games. However, in the end, Sin still took it. Now let's back to the game. Just Evo has been so good so far. Like, I started watching the... I started watching around the point of... Mortal Kombat 10, that's it. And... that was just so good. Like, I started watching somebody free, but I was doing something at the same time, so I caught, like, the last fight. And the last fight of Mortal Kombat 10 was so hype, it was amazing. Watching Ultimate Marvel's Capcom 3, Chris G took it all again. Spoilers, by the way. It doesn't really matter, because if you cared, you've probably already been watching. But yeah, Chris G took the Ultimate Marvel's Capcom 3 after clawing his way out of losers and taking it from the just taking the whole thing. He beat Justin Wong in the losers bracket and took the whole thing. And then the Omito vs Marabe fight, and all of it leading up to that. Guilty Gear's just so hype. I love that fighting game. It's amazing. We're thinking about doing some of it for the channel at some point, but it'll just be like casual play, and we'll probably have something else to say at the same time. I don't think neither me nor Kupo are any good, really. Oh, hello there. How's it going? But yeah, holy crap. I just want to ride this high throughout this game, because it's so good. Anyway, back to this. Last time we went through and got Mist Form and the Fire Sword. And we'll be using those. Ow. Oh, Jesus. That's nasty. Holy crap. It clearly wants me to have something for these, but I don't know what it wants me to have, so I'm not going to go that way. I couldn't went anywhere that way anyway. There we go. What's this?
This spell allows me to enslave my enemies, giving me control of their bodies. When I release my grip, their bodies will shrivel and die as I displace their souls and replace them with my own.
Yes, we have mind control. And now we can do this. And he dies. Because we killed him before taking his body? And I'll just kill myself on him. Just so that there's nobody there. I don't think we can... Also, I found something out. I have found out what the bone armor does. Finally. I should look at these things up more often, or maybe pay a bit more attention. I don't think it's explicitly said anything about decreasing abilities, and that's why I got confused. It makes it so that the undead ignore us. Basically, wraiths and skeletons, they'll just straight up ignore us. However, the... Oh, interesting. So there's a puzzle in there. Some people just start talking in the background. It'll make it so wraiths and ghosts ignore us. Let's go. Run! Oh. Yeah, that's annoying. Well, it doesn't matter, I can kill them all. It makes it so wraiths and stuff ignore us, but wraiths and skeletons ignore us, but it decreases our capabilities versus regular foes. I need to go and re-listen to that to make sure that I'm not just going loopy over it. Alright, now we've taken that one, and take this one. Oh, well, I mean, we can kill them, it's fine. The game's given us enough to sort that out. Although I'm a bit curious as to how I'm going to take the other one. Oh. Yeah, we can fight with them. Oh. Oh, right, I did it. Okay. Well, you want to avoid the skeleton, right? But yeah, the bone armor decreases our capability versus regular foes. There's a bit of lag there, that was weird. I don't know if this is an emulation problem or if this is not specifically... Oh Oh crap. I hope the game isn't crashing. That'll be really bad. No, just keep going. Right, there we go. I did in the end. I got there. But yeah, it decreases our combat capability versus other things. I wonder if it's possible to mind control the skeletons. I really do. I think if they're facing us with the shield, they can't be taken. But in any other circumstance, they probably can. I probably should not. I shouldn't be here yet because I'm just going to get hit by a ton of knives, as we've seen. I wonder what that opened though. Oh, did the sigil turn on? No, because that's where I got the power, and it's not actually a... Hold on a second. Oh, I should change my weapon. Oh, maybe no, I shouldn't do it yet. I'll change my weapon if we come across some more dudes, because that will help us a lot. Yes, it will. Alright. I just want to figure out how to get those, because I know there's a way. Unless I just wait it out until I get the mind control back. But I don't think it's mind control that does it, because I don't know if these skeletons can be mind controlled. As soon as I fired one of them before, he just turned around and started trying to chase me, rather than actually being mind controlled. Like that. It just explodes on them. I don't understand how I'm meant to get these power-ups. And I've no doubt that after I'm done here, the game will actually outright close my path off and make me unable to do it. I need the mana globe to reappear. Although I don't think just firing it does anything. I'm curious. Oh, I'm an idiot. Well, I mean, that goes without saying. Come on. Ow. Alright, there we go, got it. I just need to get past the skeleton. Come on. I can do it. Got it. Awesome. Alright. I didn't realise that pressing the switch lured the damn... I'm just... I thought I was activating some kind of door or something. I just thought just there that the other room had the other room had a door, and I didn't... and I had to activate that. Although this is going to take a little while because of the... It's just going to take a little while because of the rate at which mana recharges. It's really slow. I mean, you can probably see. I'm also going to see how decent the iron armor is versus actual people. I'll probably stick it on like I would swap a mace or something if I run into a skeleton or something like that. Maybe eventually we will finally get this mana up. I would say I'd cut it, but I may cut one part or another. I will see when I'm editing. Yeah, I didn't want to spend all day on this one dungeon, but I may just have to, because this isn't going anywhere fast. What a hype killer. Then again, it's probably my fault anyway for not realising that the... Oh, come on, don't kill me here. Ah, crap. No. Wow, this is just silly. Why isn't... Okay, that's it. I've had it. I'm gonna activate the item. If I had it equipped. Yeah, I'm gonna activate the item that has that gives us infinite mana for a very brief duration. Just make sure this is in fact the right item. I don't really want to use any of these because I only have 4 of them thus far. But honestly, this is going to take all day if I don't. And I don't want this to take all day. I want this to take as little time as possible. Right, there we go. Now I'll swap to this. I now have all the time in the world to do this. This is actually kind of cruel, honestly. Right, there we go. I'm going to try and ride the rest of this. Oh, wow, that was brief. I was going to say I'm going to try ride the rest of this into the next room, but... Holy crap, it actually just went away instantly. Okay, let's do this again. And hopefully, I will not. There we go. Holy crap, he died in one hit. No! I have to use all of these almost, just to get this to work. Oh no, come on. Wrong one, wrong menu. I paused the game long enough to do that. And then he dies. And that is all of my mana done. Right. Hopefully there isn't much more of this crap. Because otherwise this is bad. Oh no, that's mean. That's actually mean. Right, I'm going to use an item to off this guy. Because, wow, he actually survived that. Oh wow, that hitbox though. I mean, why am I surprised? I've been talking about the wonkiness of the hitboxes in this game this entire time. Why am I so surprised now of all times? Alright, I'm going to use this to get through here. Although, why I didn't just use... And I died. I was literally about to say, why I didn't just use Mist Form is beyond me. Sorry, by the way, articulating thoughts while doing this stuff is hard. Right. But as per all things, that's just something I need to get better at. Oh, did that do something? I didn't do all that for Heart of Darkness, I know that much, because I just lost one. So... Did I just do all that for Heart of Darkness? Unless this was just an extra. Yeah, I think that was just an extra. I think I activated something else. Because at least I hope I did. I think that's the way that was, so I'll go this way now. That's a little bit concerning, because I don't think I did all that just for Heart of Darkness. At least I hope, again, I hope I didn't, because that would be a real piss take. Well, admittedly, I don't see anywhere else to go. I think that might have been it for this dungeon. Which is a bit disappointing, I thought there would be more. Usually there's a way all the way around, and then it takes you into the other... But I guess that was just for extra goodies. That kind of makes me sad. I won't lie. This one does not seem to have locked me out, however, so if I do find out later on, as I tend to look things up when I'm done, I will see if there's anything else in here. Or if anyone wants to comment in the comments, if anyone's following. I don't think... I mean, at the moment, at the time of talking, I know for a fact that only about 1 or 2 people will actually be watching this. And I know both of them. If anyone else wants to pop in and say hi and prove me wrong, then I'll be really happy to see you. Right, anyway. We will continue on the road. I hope to get to Vorador's mansion at the very least today. Because I really am... Oh crap. Maybe I should stay in Mist Form for this. Even though it drains mana quite quickly if I'm correct. Yes. Please say I can walk past this tree. It's just a tree. You know, I'm gonna cut it down. If I can't cut down this tree, then it's really inconsistent with what's normally been happening. But yeah, I'm actually not 100%, but going back to the topic of the bone armor, I'm actually not 100% sure if the bone armor does actually reduce defenses, but from what I've read, it seems to. It doesn't seem to consistently keep up. Well, I mean, it just mentions on the Wikia page, I believe it was, I read, that it actually decreases defense, but with the benefit of not being attacked by rapes or skeletons. Oh, okay. I actually didn't initially... I actually swapped to this sword because I thought there may be other stuff out here, but I need the mace if I want to take this on because I need health. I need health badly. And thankfully, I can just sub this guy for 2 hits. Like so. Aha, we're getting a new item, I believe. This has been a real interesting area because it's just been filled to the brim with more goodies and more abilities, effectively. It's been pretty good like that. Very filled. But I guess that may be the point to prepare you for later on, when the game actually... I'm assuming the game's going to kick it up a notch and then start kicking my ass again. Not that the game isn't already kicking my ass, but at the moment it's still fairly tame. I think the worst moment in the last episode was the almost forest of fawn-shooting vines. Alright, now I pull this, and then we move on. But yeah, like, that forest was by far the worst part of the last episode. I don't think there's been any enemies that have really caused me too much trouble. Like, even the werewolves, you can just make use of their wonky hitboxes by catching their attacks as they're swinging. Alright. This looks interesting.
This spell allows me to use blood from my own body as a weapon. When struck, my enemy's blood would flow from their bodies to fill me with life. 'Tis a risk, yet the rewards are a temptation.
Yes. So now we can fire our own health at people. In return, we get health. Well, in return we basically suck them, and I assume we get all of the health that we fire off back as well. Or maybe we don't. That doesn't seem to be decreasing my health, actually. Truthfully. Okay, so killing those was the trigger to close off our way out. Sorry, our way back. So now now we're forced to continue forward. I swear I've heard this music. Yeah. This is rather tragic music for the situation I'm currently in. Wow, actually, I hit something with that. I just... Oh, that was a bad thing, though. I got poisoned. Okay. This is where the poison healing comes in. When I select the right one and maybe, actually equip the right item. But yeah, I'm assuming that the poison will wear off over time, but that's not something we want. We want to keep high health. When I eventually find the right... Okay, we'll replace that because we don't need that anymore. Antitoxins, and we shall use them. So I guess it was worth going to the shrine then. Because now we're not in any worry of losing antitoxins because we have 15 of them. And we only have to use them every now and then. There we go. And now my health is red again. Okay. So that accidental shot just served to get me poisoned. It's still funny that I actually hit... Oh, I see. Alright. So these are meant to just teach you about it. Like I say, we have enough antitoxin. I don't need it. Oh, whatever. I'll just do it anyway. It's a free antitoxin. I've already used one. There we go. Kill that, and then get back across again. And that was painless. I didn't take a hit. Beautiful. Alright. So now we'll shoot this here because it's free health. This entire dungeon is basically free health at the moment. Well, that's an interesting You ass. Give me your health. Wait, what? Oh, wow, that didn't kill him. Oh, I don't want a sanctuary. I should swap that out. I don't need sanctuary. Wow! He endured me sucking his blood and then took 2 lightning bolts? That guy, holy crap. That's the same guy who took 1 hit. That's the same variety of enemy that took 1 hit and died.
Control mind.
Should I put control mind? Yeah, I think control mind is the one I should replace sanctuary with.
Control mind.
I think...
Incapacitate. Stun.
Incapacitate or stun. Right, I got, stun is okay, but I think, I commented on... Yeah, I'll put Blood Gout there, actually. Even though it'll be in the center, because it is our latest spell. But yeah, like I said last time, stun's okay, but it's basically the same thing as my mace does. Just with magic, instead of being free. So now we're back to the dramatic music. I mean, what's so dramatic about this? Oh, giant slime. Okay, I'll get the flaming sword out. I don't think we'll be facing too many dudes. And Blood Gout, this is the Blood Gout dungeon, so we will be seeing plenty of situations. We'll probably be getting more magic, of which we can actually suck blood using Blood Gout. Oh, yes. Burn! Oh. I didn't want to take a hit, but it doesn't really matter. I didn't really... Yeah. Let's give me a couple of antitoxins in here. I'm assuming that they expected me to take, like, to accidentally suck the slimes and take that poison damage. I'm assuming, yeah. Killing all of the dudes the ladies and men who were strung up is the trigger to open the door, and it is, as we saw previously with when it was the trigger to close the door. We don't care too much about those. Oh, that's very curious. Should I stick on the... Hold on a sec, I'm going to stick on the bone armor. I want to see if this actually does... I think it's just lesser skeletons and lesser wraiths, but it's interesting to see, I think.
Flame sword.
If I could help it, I'd probably just stick the bone armor on all the time, just on the off chance that I might run into something like this. But I think it's better if I at least test to see if the damage is different. No. This has not stopped the skeleton from noticing me. That took 3 hits to kill him. I didn't even have to get the full... I didn't even have to get the full thing. The full combo, so... That was 3 hits. It's not bad. Alright, we got more magic. I do like that. Oh no. Right, that's going to get annoying. You know what? I'm going to use Repel. And then I'm going to shoot Flay at him. Because... fuck you. And let nobody say I don't use all of my resources. Because I finally started using them. It only took me, what, 10 episodes? Currently it's 11, I think. There we go. Alright, another mist form room. I think this has become more of a general dungeon now. I don't think they're specifically wanting me to use the blood gouge anymore. You know what? Bugger you, mate. Wow, he was the dude I had to kill for this. To get through the next room. I think they expected him to be a little bit harder than that. Yeah. There we go, right. I don't want to use too many flares because I think flares will have more of a lot better use in the future. As I said, I am also a hoarder. So I will probably have... oh well, they gave me a flare. Just as I said that. Alright, I have a funny feeling that something might be on the... No! I thought there was going to be something down there. Because, I mean... that's basically an invite to be like, oh yeah, mist from over me. But no, apparently not. Oh, hello, dude. Oh wow, he got one shot by the flame sword. That's insane. Alright. I'm going to save the game, and then we're going to continue to Vorador's mansion. And I remembered what I was trying to talk about the other day. I've only like 25 minutes into this episode, so, you know, best time to talk about something that happened a couple of days ago. But yeah, Pokemon Go. Well, that's a thing. It's not like the world has been taken over by it or anything. But yeah, I spent a good little while walking around with Pokemon Go, as in I went out with my friend who was really excited for it for about 9 hours. just casually walking around for 9 hours. But yeah, I mean, it's quite a thing, isn't it? It just takes one thing like that to get everyone out and walking around outside. Where do I go now? But yeah, I captured an extremely large amount of Pokemon on that day. And got myself a few blisters on my feet. But that's just because I don't go out too much. It's not that I don't go out at all, of course. I do, every now and then. I just don't go out at extreme frequency, and I definitely don't run around socialising with a huge amount of people either. But this had everyone, like, a bunch of people just randomly coming up and talking about the game, and it was actually quite amazing. I also think this wants me to cut the trees down. But yeah, it's just amazing what one thing like this can actually do. And before anyone comes out and says, oh wow, but it took this much to get a bunch of nerds to come out of the house and socialise, I mean, you're technically correct, but a lot of us have reasons to not want to do that. A lot of us have, like, say, anxieties or other kinds of mental disorders like depression that prevent us from doing anything like this. I've heard of people with autism coming around and doing things they would never normally do because of this game. You have to admit that is amazing. And I think those who honestly swear by the fact that you should absolutely always be going out and stuff, it's just showing ignorance. Showing ignorance to what these people are actually... it's showing ignorance to people's conditions, that's what I'm going to say. And if you hold by that boat regardless, then good for you, I guess. I'm not going to sit here and argue anyone with it. But I've seen a lot of crap. Like, I've seen a lot of people basically stepping on people's happiness just because of the fact that they think, oh yeah, these people should always be coming outside and they should be just getting out and jogging and socialising with randoms. And it's like, that's not how it works. Every time I go outside, I don't socialise with random people. I don't just walk up and start a conversation with someone random. Like, I've had people do that. I've had, it's mostly just old... it's probably stereotyping, it's mostly just old people.
Strange that Vorador would choose a dwelling so perilous to him. The swamp could only offer a vampire hazard and pain.
Yeah, that is kind of strange, isn't it? It's probably because it'd be the place you'd least expect to find him, wouldn't it? You wouldn't expect to see him running around in a place that could be so hazardous to him. So, I guess that could explain his mansion, but it's just more speculation and a guess on my part. But yeah, where was I? Oh yes. The people who... most people who just randomly walked up to me and were, just ready to talk, basically, who just wanted to randomly start a conversation, were mostly just elder people who were just relatively kind of kind. But most other people I see just walk around ignoring everyone else, running around with their daily lives. Even before the day of even before the age of mobile phones, even before the age of people who could just face down and look into a phone and ignore the world, there was newspapers, there were other means of just ignoring everyone. So it's not like this advent is suddenly, oh, everyone's doing this now, it's just so horrible. No, people have had ways to do this for a long time. And this is more general than just Pokemon Go, but it's people are acting as though this is just, oh yeah, this is happening now. Oh yeah, and I want to get off the topic now, so if anyone's curious as to what team I am, I'm not. I'm actually completely neutral still. Even though I'm level 10 and I've got a couple of 600 CP 605 I think it is, 601, 605 Pokemon, I just haven't chose a team. I can't be bothered. This rivalry business is just kind of annoying to me.
Vorador's keep was hidden deep within the turbulent forest, nestled among vines and creepers that clung desperately to its dark, weathered stone.
If you're wondering why I just keep wandering around and looking at the map just because I'm talking and I don't really want to be disturbed, I don't like being disturbed in the middle of talking. Just because it interrupts my thought process and I'll probably forget what I'm trying to say. And if you've ever heard one of our podcasts, you'd know exactly what me and Jim are like with that. One of us interrupts the other, mostly me interrupting Jim, which is kind of funny. But yeah, I'll interrupt Jim, he'll forget what he's trying to say, and then I'll see what I'm trying to say. And sometimes it happens the other way around, but not all the time. Mostly just me interrupting him. But yeah, I normally take the middle ground with most stuff I do with Pokemon Go. But sorry, with most things, actually. I try to take a neutral stance on things. Oh, hey, I wonder whose mansion this is. You know, he just has a massive picture of himself on the floor.
The luxury with which this Vorador surrounded himself was impressive. His wealth would shame the haughty nobles of my former court.
Yeah, Vorador seems quite a classy vampire. But then again, it's just pretty much what you'd expect of a vampire now to think about it. They always seem to be very high class, and... But then again, I guess that may also be stereotyping in a sort, in a way, because at the same time, while you hear a vampire, you mostly see, like, in literature, vampires high class, seductive, charming, charismatic, who also have kind of the darker side and need the lust for blood, and also you also see the other side of them as well. I think Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines does a very decent job of showing this. Back in Vampire the Masquerade, you'd see, like, yeah, you can work for a higher class of vampire, but then there's also the low-life kind of, well, the ones that treat like scum. Say the Nosferatu, whose entire clan's curse is they become butt ugly and really can't show themselves. They can't show their face in public at all without risking, you know, angering the masquerade. But yeah, I guess it's just the Vampire the Masquerade is pretty good at showing that, doing that whole walks of life. We kind of, well, me and Jim were totally into it. We kind of discussed it in one of the other podcasts, so I won't go too much into it here. But yeah, it's interesting to think, honestly. And finally, to go back to Pokemon Go, yeah, I usually take the middle ground when it comes to this stuff, and I kind of want to stay neutral as long as possible, mainly because I also don't really know what I want to do. My indifference... I forgot the word. Not knowing... I guess it's the word that means not knowing what you want, in a sense. Indecisiveness, that's it. My indecisiveness shows with that. But yeah, thanks for watching this one. I got a bit rambly towards the end there, but it's all in good fun. Next time, we will, in fact, go around Vorador's mansion. And maybe find some blood. I mean, it is a vampire's mansion. I doubt he's not going to have things to feed on in here. He may capture a few people during the night. Because, well, he's a vampire. Vorador probably has people. Also, that sword is interesting. Anyway, I won't hold it any longer. Otherwise, we're just going to be sitting here staring at this map. Thank you all for watching. I hope to see you guys next time. If you've been watching from the start, thank you so very much. It means a lot. Even though I know that currently there are only about 2 people who would have actually done that. But I remain hopeful that some people will stumble upon me one day and maybe they'll enjoy my content enough to watch all the way through. Maybe. Anyway. See you guys next time. See ya.